this webinar introducing SaaSmax to you as prospective resellers. We're excited to have Clinton Gatewood on, who's our VP of Reseller Partner Development, as well as Rob Ayuti, our VP of Vendor Partnerships. And we're going to try to make this a pretty informative webinar for you this morning, share with you a little bit more about what kinds of opportunities exist there in general for reselling cloud business software, as well as how and why you can do so through SaaSmax and the perks and benefits of and education of being part of the SaaSmax reseller community. So here you can see this is Dina Moskowitz, CPO of SaaSmax, reachable anytime if you have questions. But Clint Gatewood, who will be doing most of this presentation today, is our VP of Reseller Partner Development, and he has amazing experience behind him in building reseller channels and helping solution providers to upsell their products. And so he's as part of SaaSmax, in addition to being a marketplace, we also are a consulting group. And so working with us gives you access to a lot more intelligence and wisdom beyond being listed or being just utilizing a marketplace on its own. Our leadership team brings 200 years or more of channel, SaaS, and digital marketing experience, as you can see on this slide. And a good portion of us are SaaSy. Others of us are focused on the channel side, and you merge it together. And we really do have a unique set of experience that we bring to the table that no other company is bringing to a customer base and to the reseller community right now. And our approach and how we focus on working with prospective resellers and solution providers is really refreshing to the sector, and we're excited to be here to do that. So Clinton, I think I'm going to let you take over from here. And so unmute and go for it.
Great, thanks, Dina. Hi, everyone. I'm Clint Gatewood. As Dina had introduced me, the Vice President of Channel Development. So, we're here to talk today about SaaS applications. I don't think that we need too many slides on the SaaS industry. It's growing very quickly. That's why we're all here. Many of you may be selling some type of applications, but it's very quickly, the market's growing fast. And over the next 2 to 4 or 5 years, it's definitely changing how software is delivered, how hardware even is delivered. It's really changing a lot of the paradigm in how we sell and manage a client's IT infrastructure, especially when it comes to applications. Some of the pieces that we did here, and we worked with TechIsle back in December. We did a great webinar. If you didn't see it, it is recorded on our WISE blog. So you can go up and take a WISE SaaS blog. I believe it is, Dina. Is that what we call it, WISE SaaS?
Yeah, WISE SaaS.
So I want to make sure I get that first S in there. But so
and just as a note, a lot of our resellers end up getting WISE SaaS T-shirts from us when we see them at conferences. So if you do see us at one of the upcoming channel conferences, ask us for a WISE SaaS shirt, assuming that you've joined. Go ahead.
Great. So, but when we did that, what I really liked is, what TechIsle's done. They've done a lot of research in the marketplace, especially around SaaS applications and the types of SaaS applications that are being purchased and bought, and that your compadres out there are selling. So when we look at, in 2014, current and planned SaaS adoption by clients, you're looking at, a lot of clients are looking at marketing solutions. They're wanting to buy things that can help them market. They can acquire new clients, client acquisition, client retention. And along with that, they're looking for marketing solutions and people that can help them acquire new clients and market their clients, or drip marketing campaigns, these types of pieces. Sales systems, so they can track their sales, they can track their clients, they can track their current clients as well. 49% of them are looking for it. Solutions for business operations. So when you go down, these are really the top 6 or 7 categories that end clients are looking to make purchases in the next couple of years, and in fact in 2015, this year, looking at buying applications and the reason they're going to buy them. It's really about helping your end clients drive revenue and process their company to cut costs, save costs, not necessarily cut them, but to save costs and to be more efficient and drive more revenue into the company, become more profitable. So when you're looking at different SaaS applications, these are the areas that you want to take a look at in picking up and selling and adopting for your clients. It's also growing very quickly. I like this slide too because it really shows what clients are using today. If you look at the small, medium business and sector, and you can look at the average number of categories that are being used, and you can see this actually by size of company. So you can see 1 to 9, 10 to 19 on the first chart there, but it shows you average number of SaaS applications that are currently being used. The second chart shows you how many of the additional applications that these companies are looking at. So most of us on this phone, we're in that, today we're in that 1 to maybe 250 employee market, and you can see that there's a great adoption planned in especially that 1 to 50 market, where if you look at the 20 to 50 market, a lot of end clients are currently using seven type of SaaS apps. Whether or not they're paying for them or not, they're using them, and then they're looking to add 9, which means in the next 2015, by the end of 2015, beginning of 2016, they'll be using 14, 15, 16 different types of applications that are SaaS applications to help them with their business, and that's where they're getting their software from. What I always like to see, when I'm out there and I want to sell something, I really like to understand, what is it my clients are buying. When you look at the small to medium businesses and the issues that they're trying to solve through SaaS applications, is, as I've mentioned before, the top one is attracting and retaining new customers. People are looking to grow their companies, and that's where they want to spend their dollars. Increased business growth, this kind of goes right along with it. So using different business intelligence pieces in different areas within their business that can help them increase their growth as well. That's at 53%, that's what they're looking for. Reducing costs is still a big one, becoming much more operationally efficient. How can I do more with less? How can I optimize more and grow my company? Can I add more employees without adding a lot more cost? How do I go about this? So putting in different systems, HR systems, or just different systems to run their sales organizations actually, so how can I keep the cost down and track my sales? So anything that this does with operational costs, not so much computer pieces, but just the actual business processes. A lot of companies want to keep pace with the Joneses. They want to make sure that I'm remaining competitive. If I don't find ways to optimize my business and drop my costs and become more profitable, where I can put more money into attracting new clients and retaining what my competition's doing, that very quickly I get behind, and my prices are out of whack. The types of products I'm offering my clients are out of whack, and I'm not keeping pace with my competition. And then focusing on new markets. A lot of companies want to learn how to attract and get new markets. So these are really the top 5 areas that clients or business issues that they're having.
Right, and just to add to that, Clint, as resellers of software or providing IT services or telecom, if you keep these top 5 issues at the top of your mind when you're meeting with your clients, and you have some apps that you know of that you can provide additional value with that help them meet these objectives, it's going to give you a strong competitive advantage and keep them working with you, and you're always being able to stay fresh and relevant with them. So these are really important for you to understand as you're going forward in the year ahead with your business and growth.
So another great piece you need, now that we understand why, the top 5 business reasons, top 6 business reasons that end clients are looking to purchase SaaS apps and where they're looking to target those, it's also the next thing you want to know is who should I be selling to? Who within an organization that I'm marketing to should I be targeting? It's great to note here you'll see that IT isn't the sole SaaS buyer. 71% of all buying done within a company on a SaaS app is done outside of the IT. Most of it through business management. 54% is bought by the CEO, the business owner, or some other type of business manager, the COO, the CFO. They're making the spend decisions on these types of applications and not IT. IT still plays a major part. It's still 30% of the business decisions in bringing in a SaaS application. And a lot of it is what they call shadow IT. In a larger organization, a smaller department or an individual will start using a SaaS app to help them manage their day or to manage some type of process that they're running, and they'll just go ahead and do it. They don't ask permission. They just go ahead and start using those applications. The other nice thing on this chart is it kind of shows you on the left side of the chart, when you're looking at big data type of, if I look down to big data or a virtualization, it'll show you who in that organization is leading to making the purchase. Blue being, business management making the decisions, green being IT's making the decisions. So it's a really good data to have to understand who your target is within the organization and what it is that they're looking to solve is a couple of the key pieces. The last component, really putting together a good marketing plan and deciding what you should add to your portfolio in 2015 and where you should spend your dollars in expanding your business to attract new clients and to retain your current clients, is where are there shortfalls within the channel community. This chart here takes a look at 2012 to 2014, and it shows where there's more demand. The green on the bottom of the chart shows where there's more demand for these specific items from the channel than SMBs are currently offering. Where the red shows the channels are offering, there's more channel offerings than demand by the small to medium businesses. So as you look at the different applications here and you start moving into the future, you can see where you want to put your dollars in. You want to go to those markets that are much more open, and there's not as much demand out there, but there's there's a lot of demand out there, but there's not as much supply. And this gives you a good idea of what to look at.
Exactly, and so just in terms of what, looking at overall what your competition is providing versus what you can provide, is if you focus in on these areas, the categories that are in green, these are areas that you can really grow your business with because your competition is not bringing these types of solutions to your to the customer base at this time. So it could definitely put you ahead and keep you staying fresh and relevant and important to your customer base. Plus, these are great recurring revenue opportunities to bring.
Yeah, and this chart really goes hand in hand. If you look at the business pieces that we talked about, the 5 top reasons they're buying. If you look at market automations, 14% gap there. Hosted databases, 29% gap. That goes into automation and efficiency pieces. Hosted software platforms like SaaS platforms, of course. ERP, marketing, these are the areas that people are really looking at, and there's a lot of demand there, and there's not enough supply by the channel to meet their demand.
Exactly. And so
whenever you look at, go ahead.
No, I was just going to transition for you, so go ahead.
Yeah, the vendor to the channel disconnect. I mean, in the past, there's a lot of SaaS vendors that were coming out, and they had an idea. They created a piece of software, and they went to market with it, and typically a lot of them went and were selling directly to end clients, where they created an application for a specific end client, and they just started sales from there. And there wasn't a lot of necessarily connection between them and the channel. So there was a little bit of fear, I think, in the channel from some of these SaaS applications that started coming out, and there wasn't a lot of room there to make money. A lot of it has to do with SaaS vendors really not understanding the channel, not putting necessarily the right programs in place, the right incentives, the right commission structures, or in educating you well enough in how to take their products to market, how to make money off of them, and where there were additional sales to be made. So that's something that SaaSmax we tried to really work on, helping SaaS vendors. We work a lot with the SaaS vendors to understand the channel, understand their needs, understand how to present the material to the channel, and also how to put their commission structures together or their reseller prices together, and what type of other documents that you need, what type of marketing collateral do you need, what type of other suggestions do you need on companion products that you can put together. So just making, we're all about SaaSmax and making a much more friendly environment where you can work much closer to the vendors and work with them and try and bring this disconnect and bring it all back in together so everyone can get to market and everyone can make some money.
Right. And from your side of things, it really was important to us in pulling the marketplace together and pulling our matchmaking process together in recognizing that it's very noisy out there. And the amount of emails and the amount of webinars and the amount of communications you're getting on products that sound alike, although they may be similar, it is just overwhelming. And so our goal is really to streamline the process and make it very efficient for you to rapidly identify and evaluate the types of solutions that are good for your client base and that you that fall within your sweet spot that you could add to your product line card very easily. And we typically find that we have at least 3 to 5 right off the bat that we can recommend to you that can start to add to your bottom line or to your top revenue line actually as you join. So
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we came in and became the first and now largest SaaS marketplace. And our goal really is to proactively market SaaS vendors with resellers who are both going to drive sales together. And it's free for SaaS vendors to join, SaaS resellers to join. And people ask us all the time, well, what's your business model? And our business model is that the SaaS vendors partner with us and compensate us in order to match them up with the right types of quality resellers, as well as to do the proactive marketing and help provide the education and awareness to the reseller community about their SaaS solutions. And that's how we collaborate today. And going forward, we're going to be providing some really exciting tools and resources and marketing enablement that will allow the resellers to be able to use more digital marketing technology to bring these solutions that you cherry pick that are in your portfolio to your customer base in a more efficient way that can track and provide you with excellent recurring commissions. Go ahead, Clint.
That was excellent.
Thank you.
So, you know, when we look at, we don't charge for vendors to be part of it, as Dina was saying. She was also talking about all the noise that you get. You're getting, you know, if you start looking for an application, it can take hours on hours at the end of the day to try and find an application that meets your requirements, that you can vet them and make sure that they're financially sound and that they have some type of track record in the marketplace. They're not a fly-by-night. You know, we're always staying on top of who's who in the marketplace. We have different automation tools for you to look for, you know, coming up soon for finding different apps in our marketplace. But the bottom line is that it can take you a lot of time. You're very busy. You're wearing many hats within the organization, many of you are, and it's very time-consuming to find an app, one, and go up and search for one. And then you got to contact the vendor. Then you got to vet the vendor a little bit. Then you got to decide whether you want to bring it in-house and try it out and get a demo of it and work with the product a little bit. It's very time-consuming. What we're doing is helping you. We're actually basically part of your staff. We're going to talk with you, learn more about your business, what are some of your strategic initiatives, what are those areas you want to grow into, maybe suggest a few different areas that you might want to take a look at, you know, what type of applications maybe for a particular vertical that you can combine together and sell them as a group instead of just selling one app, but try and put together a solution for a particular vertical. Maybe it would include 3 to 5 different apps that you could, over time, pick up and provide as a vertical solution to it. So we're helping you with your time and saving your time is a big thing. We've also vetted a lot of the vendors. A lot of the vendors have already been selling through SaaSmax, and they have a record for it, and we know them, they know us, they know our channel much, much better than they used to, and works really well. So in doing that, when we have that conversation with you on your business, what are your strategic objectives, what is it you would like to do, then we will suggest to you and actually do what we call matchmaking, basically our concierge program, where really Rob starts to come in. So if Rob, I believe you're on the line, if you want to take us up and talk a bit more about the matchmaking, it's all about taking your preferences and what you want to do and what expertise you have in your company and helping you match applications and making those direct introductions to you and the vendor.
And I'll actually take this slide, Clint, because what we do here, and Rob, sorry to speak for you, but we have a team of matchmakers who are between Clinton and our reseller partner side of the business, communicating with our matchmaking team. We then leverage our partner relationship team to make the introductions between you and the partner, and between you and the vendor. And we typically ask you how many vendors you want to learn about, how many SaaS solutions you want to learn about each month, and so that we don't overwhelm you. We know it takes time to learn about SaaS solutions, but we also recommend that you look at a couple in the same category at the same time, because you may find that one is good for one client and another is good for another client. And so it's important for you to learn about the solutions when you're examining a category, so to speak. And so we do our best to utilize and leverage our team of experts to create the best recommendations and matches and to engage you in direct introductions to the vendors so that you can have a warm relationship with them going forward. And it's important to us that there is that warm relationship versus just an online digital relationship, because as we all know, partnerships do require being able to collaborate together, and we're strong believers in that, and we do provide a lot of automated tools, but at the same time those relationships really help and can make the difference between success and failure. So And you'll notice as you join SaaSmax that you will start to receive matches on a monthly basis with certain app vendors, and we expect you to collaborate with us and let us know what you're looking for and ask us for new recommendations, and we would love to provide those to you. And so, Clint, do you want to talk about the bundling?
Sure, absolutely. So I mentioned a little bit earlier about the bundling together. You know, it's a huge opportunity if you bundle something together. If you look at helping someone trying to acquire new clients and manage that pipeline and doing the marketing and getting the pieces, there's a lot of applications out there that will help the clients do those. And if you look at it, you want to bundle and try and verticalize a little bit. So you may choose, 3 or 4 or 5 different applications that will allow you to provide a comprehensive, say, new sales and client acquisition part of your business to your end clients and help them grow their particular business. Or you may be looking at something to operationalize it better, maybe an HR application and a billing application and some offsite databases, that they can utilize. So you don't have to have all that infrastructure internally. You put these together with a bundle of 3 or 4 or 5 applications, and now you can present a solution. Most of you, if you're a reseller or you're providing services like a managed service provider, you're already providing bundled services, and you're providing a solution, and you know how to sell solutions, and it's probably easiest for most people to sell a solution. And that doesn't mean when you walk in and you're going to sell all 4 or 5 applications at once, but you can help the client understand where their biggest shortcomings are at and where their starting point is to actually start in getting a good marketing and client acquisition program in, or getting more control of their operations, saying we're going to start here, and this is the application we're going to put in first, and then we're going to move to this application. So over the course of a quarter, you move them into the entire solution. It just it brings out your dollar amount at the end of the day much higher. So we also can help with some different applications, and we can suggest some applications, do some matchmaking around a particular vertical or a particular business function, like HR, workforce management, sales marketing tools, document management, different business communication pieces. So there's a lot of different we have over 100 applications within the marketplace today covering most all of these, in fact all of these particular pieces that you can put a nice bundle together.
Exactly. And, something else that's important to mention is that if you know that you have clients that need a certain type of solution, and I'll reference, I know we have NetDispatcher on the line right now, which provides a field service workforce management solution. And you know that this client could use this solution, but you don't really know how to sell into the HR space. Well, if you can get the meeting, the SaaS vendors that are in our marketplace are very happy to work with you on even those very introductory sales calls, and either train you in advance of the conversation or meeting, or accompany you, sometimes physically be there. But it's we do really ensure that there's a very friendly relationship and very supportive channel commitment by these SaaS vendors who really want you to be successful. So again, if you want to take on a new category and it seems a little foreign to you and you don't necessarily know the talk of that specific category, for example, HR, don't be afraid of it, because it is an opportunity for you, and once you close on one, it can help you close on additional ones.
So getting started and start making some more money is you register. You go up to our website. It's SaaSmax.com, and you'll see I'm a reseller. You hit that, you sign up. From there, I would typically have a 10, 15, maybe even a 20-minute conversation with you, kind of go over your business, see where you're at, what type of applications you're looking for, and approve the registration. And then we start the matchmaking process. Dina does a lot of the matchmaking along with a couple other people. So we'll get you matched up and get you to market much faster. The whole idea is to get you to market faster. If you're spending all your time vetting just one type of application, like you go out and look for a CRM that you want to sell, you're going to find 15, 20 of them real quick with just a quick Google search. So we're going to help you match you up with them so you don't have to spend all that time. And we're just going to speed your time to market, help you get there faster and start realizing return much quicker. And that's really all there is to start getting ready with this. It's quick, it's easy, as painless as we could make it, and to give you the most value. These are some of the apps that we have. We do vendor snapshot webinars where we just feature a particular application, and you can come and listen to the vendor. We have the vendor come on and watch, present his application, why it's good for your client base, and what it looks like, and how you can get started with them. We have lots of other interesting data up on our website. You can go up to WiseSaaS, and there's a lot of different pre-recorded stuff. I highly recommend you go to wisesas.com and watch the webinar from December 14th, I think it was, that we did with TechOwl. Fantastic information. Some of it's in our slides here, but presented very, very well by Dina and TechOwl. So I'd go check those pieces out. And then we got some new apps that have just recently joined us,
yeah.
just 14th. So,
yeah, no, we have even more than that. I mean, every week we're seeing new SaaS solutions join that are looking to grow through the channel, and either they are well-established ones who have existing channel programs, and others that are maybe newer on the channel side but have great solutions that are not fly-by-night. And so part of what we're doing is bringing you a set of very smart SaaS solutions that are vetted already, that are not in beta, that are companies that are well established and ready to work with you. So it's a very exciting time, and getting in on SaaSmax is really getting in on a very huge market opportunity that you could be at the forefront of. In fact, there was a market research report that came out today that lists a lot of the cloud services brokerages and featuring SaaSmax in there. So we really are the primary marketplace focused on bringing the channel business cloud solutions as opposed to the infrastructure and hosting solutions. So if you're already a member of a distributor that's bringing those kind of solutions to you, we think that's fabulous, and we look at this as an additional value add that you can bring to your business, because that helps you to differentiate the solutions you're bringing to your customer base. So that's it. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to email Clint directly or call us or use our online our marketplace. And we look forward to hopefully working with you in the year ahead and helping you create some new opportunities and to sharing with you the new things coming on the horizon for us. We're very excited about those, but can't really go into too much of it right now. But Clint, thanks for presenting, and everyone have a great day and a great year, and we look forward to working with you.
Thanks, Arona. We'll be in touch.
All right. Bye, everyone.